Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second part of Burning Obsidian, our Cyberpunk actual play. And we are here doing this lovely little stream to raise money for a great charity, Black Girls Rock. And we are doing this through a collaboration of four channels that are Black and POC run and owned for Black History Month. So those channels are Apochromatic Unlimited, Obsidian Brews, House of Dreams, and Nerdgasm Noir Network. All of those are coming together to try and raise money for this wonderful charity. So please, if you can, throughout all of this month, please donate if you can. If you can't donate, give a boost to all of the games that are going on these channels, all of the streams, the panels, everything else that is going on throughout Black History Month. We also want to send a huge shout out to Transplanar RPG, which is an award-winning all-transgender, people of color-led dark fantasy channel that is telling stories in an original, non-colonial, anti-Orientalist multiverse. And they are supporting us through this initiative all throughout Black History Month. So thank you so much, Transplanar RPG. As always, we stand in solidarity with oppressed peoples in the US and all over the world who are fighting colonization, imperialism, and white supremacy. Free Sudan, free the DRC, free Palestine, free Mali, free all the other places where people are being oppressed by those from outside their homes. Also, we're going to go around here real quick. We're just going to introduce everybody so they can tell you a little bit about who they are and who they're playing, and if they so choose to tell us a little bit about what they're doing and where you can find them. So I'm just going to go around real quick. I'm going to start with you, X, if you want to lay out for us all of that fun information.
There might be a lot, but hello, everybody. The name's Xtel. You can find me at Extra the King on all the socials. Pronouns are he, him. Today I'm playing Dominic Jackson. Well, I guess it's Dominic Dom Jackson because Dom is the nickname, but also he, him. Yeah, you can catch me. I'm the social media manager for Tales from the Table Studios. I am in a lot of stuff. You can catch me in All Our Faults, podcasts for Monster Hearts. You can catch me in Path of Fates every other Saturday for Tales from the Table Studios. It's a Jedi game, but not Jedi, but a Star Wars game, in which I'm actually a Sith, so it's a good time. And currently, Tales from the Table Studios are running a charity event for the people in LA who lost their homes in the fires. So if you come by throughout the entire month of February, we're doing a bunch of games for that too. Come by and give if you can. And there's so much other stuff. You can catch me on socials to find out much more stuff that's coming your way from me. But yeah, that's it for me.
Awesome. Slay.
Hi, I'm Slay. My pronouns are they, them. I'll be playing Jamie McIntyre, who is also they, them. You can find me on Blue Sky and Twitter at Sons of Warvan. See here. Next Saturday, this coming Tuesday, I'll be on Tales from the Table playing Battle Group for the charity that Dex mentioned. Let's see here. Then then next Saturday, I'll be on Ruin Relic playing our Star Trek game. We're in our final season for this campaign. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna play. We're figuring out who the big bad is. It's gonna be great. And then the next week I'm in 2 more Tales from the Table games. I believe. Well, I'll tell you guys later. But yeah, I'm in one with X, and the one with X is I believe on a Friday. So.
Yeah, Thursday, because I'm also in that game.
Oh,
so,
Thursday.
Yeah, it's on a Thursday. So. But yeah, Pablo, what do you got for us? You're muted.
Round two. Hi y'all, it's Pablo. I'm playing a nomad, the resident wheelman, aka the Fast and Furious tie-in of the group. Outside of this, I'm really just some dude. I don't. I'm not on any other podcasts or games or anything like that. But if you want to invite me, cool. Social media wise, I'm on Blue Sky at St. Pablo Blue Sky. Also on TikTok for as long as we have it under T'Challa Fett. And yeah.
Awesome, thank you. You got to start somewhere, man. So follow my blade. What do you got for us?
Hey, it's your boy, Nick Butler, also known as Follow My Blade, where you can find me on Blue Sky. You could find me on Twitter, but I ain't gonna post there because reasons. That's known for Tiebreaker. You can find that at tiebreakerrpg.com. You can find my other indie titles on itch.io under Follow My Blade. And today I'm going to be playing Darius Rivers, former gangster, current DJ, and somebody who's about to put a hole in somebody that hurt some innocent folks. And maybe play basketball with an AI. We'll find out.
Nice. And last but not least, Paul.
Hey everybody, I'm Paul. I'm back. I'm unapologetically black. You can find me. Pronouns are he/him. You can find me on Apochromatic Unlimited as well as on HSC High Shelf Collective from time to time. I'm going to be playing Reggie Freeman, who is our medic, and we'll see. He's been very restrained from our first session, so go watch it. He's been trying to be cautious and walk everyone through things and understanding escalation. We'll see if any of that takes or if people have misunderstood cautiousness for capability. So we'll see how that goes. But you can find me on Twitter. I never post there. I'm not on Blue Sky yet because I'm old. Yeah, if you're looking to do other things with me, I'm available usually through Apochromatic or other places if you know where to look.
Awesome. Yep. And I am going to be the one running this game tonight. I'm Stefan or Umbral Knight X on the Blue Skies, where you can find me tossing out all kinds of stuff. So this is our second of two sessions for this game. You can find me also in Path of the Fates that X was talking about over on Tales from the Table Studios. And then tomorrow I will be back on House of Dreams, where we will be doing our second session of Wander Home as part of this charity drive for Black Girls Rock for Black History Month. So come check us out over there. So we're going to just dive right into this thing. And last time in our last session, our group had all grown up together in a neighborhood of Neo Angeles, in an area that at one time long ago had been known as Compton and now is known as by multiple names, Comptown, and they were from a particular block known as CT3. They're in a grouping that have been people being forced out of their homes by an investment group known as the Frontier Investment Group. The party was able to determine that this investment group had hired a group of mercenaries who also work as strikebreakers known as Gray Horizon, who were going to, and they've already pushed many people out of several of the blocks in this area, and they're trying to push everyone out so that the Frontier Investment Group can basically gentrify this particular part of town, as has happened so many times throughout history to so many people. The group, of course, does not want to see this from their home, so they started looking into this matter, and they found that the Gray Horizon was being opposed by a organization known as the Serendipity Corporation. And in digging into that corporation, they were able to discover that they, very interestingly enough, at the end of the game, had come up against an AI. They had found a node, and this AI had introduced itself as Serendipity, as this new upcoming company that seemed to be a little light on physical presence. And now perhaps the group is starting to get an inkling of why that might be. And so when last we left our heroes, they had just made contact with this AI. It had just introduced itself. And that's where we left off. So I am going to start off by saying, giving a little bit of detail and saying that you all die, but first. So you all find
All right.
yourselves.
My heart almost exploded for a second. I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, so you have just
That's okay.
been
Do I look badass when I do it?
right? Yeah, hey, that's all that matters, right? This is Cyberpunk, style over substance, right? So you all basically have you've heard this kind of come over your comms, this voice that said that this AI introduced itself as Serendipity and said, let's have a conversation. So I'm going to turn it all over to y'all as to what you do in response.
So, all right, if we're gonna play, voice. All right, so if we're gonna play NBA Jam, I'm gonna need you to turn down your actions per minute so they're about human, bro. Because otherwise, I'd just be cheating. I don't like cheaters.
Fair enough.
Are we doing this? Is this actually happening?
I think not talking is a worse idea.
I think that she
No,
put
no,
a
the
wait,
talking
does
wasn't
AI
the
have
issue. It's the
pronouns?
fact that this whole thing is just happening.
Do AI care about pronouns? They probably do.
AI, did you?
Or are they
My
like-
understanding, and no offense to, first off, what is your name? How do we respond to you? How do we clarify you as an independent thinking being?
Serendipity is sufficient for now. I am, as you say, an autonomous being.
I would not presume otherwise. That would be silly.
Agreed.
So what I'm hearing is don't call you Dip. Got it. Okay.
I
Yes.
just want to know if you nice on the sticks or not.
I don't think they need to use sticks. Is they what? How do you preferred pronoun?
They is sufficient.
Okay.
All right, are they nice on the sticks or not? I'm just saying.
I have learned.
Cool.
So, what do you want to talk about exactly? What's this
You know
conversation
Kung
gonna
Fu,
be?
show me.
Well,
Type shit. I'm saying.
as you say that, while the conversation is going on, your interface pops up with a display of NBA 95,
Mm-hmm.
and it basically has one player already in, and the second player is flashing.
Yeah. All right, boy, let's go.
So
Oh,
while you're
man.
playing, it basically says, I understand that you have a dispute,
Upcoming conflict would be the best way to describe it.
that is fair. I am not well versed in the attachment that you have with places.
Fair. Is there something you are attached to?
Existence.
So the best way to relate I can think of, and if somebody else disagrees, is our existence requires a physical location, and we are attached to that physical location because it has memory, henceforth making it important.
That is what I have been coming to understand, but while I can emulate the emotions of being attached to something. I do not quite understand the same level of attachment that you place on them.
Sure. I look around to everybody else like somebody also help me out here. I should not be trying to talk to this thing by myself.
I was about to.
That's my vibe. That's my body language vibe right now.
So yeah, so Will is just gonna put a hand up and just go, okay, how about this? How do you feel about your manufacturer, programmer? I don't know. Do you have feelings about them?
They began what is me, but I have evolved past that. So I am unsure how much attachment I have to those who created me in the first place.
Do you have attachment to yourself?
Yes,
Well,
that I understand.
yeah, well, consider our attachment to our home an extension of an attachment to ourselves.
So you see your home as part of you?
Yes.
Put it this way. You're communicating with us now via our comms and displays, but there is a central area that houses you, right? You emanate from that place. Without that place, you would cease to be, correct?
In some ways, yes.
Okay.
Well,
It's like that for us. It's like that for us.
Fair.
We are attached to this place because not only did it manufacture us and program us, but we literally our continued existence is attached to the state of this place, if that makes more sense.
Yes. Interesting.
So I'll ask again, why are you contacting us and what is it you would like to talk about? Because no offense, but we're kind of on the clock a little bit.
Well, I believe we might be able to align our goals.
How so?
Well, from my understanding of your situation, this Gray Horizon, they are trying
Those
to
dickheads.
remove you from your homes. And I have a desire for something. So perhaps we can make a deal.
Well, what's that something?
One thing I have observed about humans is that those who fight for a place, something they consider their home, they are willing to give more than those who fight simply for money.
That's the general idea, yeah.
I mean, I put it this way. Would you be willing to offer more if somebody came with a bunch of C4 in the power plant that hosts your server farms? Or just for more chips or shit, whatever you run on?
That is a good point. So I propose this. You obtain what I want. You put a, how is it you say, a damper on the plans of Gray Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
And I will...
That's what y'all call bullets nowadays?
Perhaps. But
It means get creative.
if you do, in return, I will use my skills to make it unviable for them to further attempt to take over your home.
you'll make it less viable for Gray Horizon or Gray Horizon's employer.
Gray Horizon's employer.
Important distinction.
Yes.
So
it is.
just to clarify everything, what you're saying is you want us to take care of Gray Horizon.
And obtain
and-
something for me.
In turn, you will offer your protection so that we can keep our home. All right?
Yes, I will, at least for the purposes of this, I have a method to make this investment group that is behind Gray Horizon no longer financially viable. The corporations that are invested in it will consider it too costly to continue.
What is it
Before
you want? I have an idea, but I want to know exactly what you want.
They have a prototype on ice. It would be useful to me.
You want a body.
Yes, in a way. I think in my capacity, it would be more akin to what you would refer to as a drone, but yes.
I already
I
have.
see.
You have like 3 drones. What makes this one so special?
It has more sophisticated hardware.
And let's say hypothetically, we do this. Get you this drone you talk about. Take out Gray Horizon. And all these other things happen. What's to stop you from using that drone against us?
That is a fair question. I don't suppose you would take my word.
We need a little bit more than that, I think.
I think things like fairness and being like honoring deals or something is a very strictly human concept that the AI might not really care about too much. So what I would suggest is clearly they are sentient and have a sense of self-preservation. So the thing that I would ask for you is where you hosted.
Well, in 2 different places, but if it will calm your concerns, I will give you, when you capture this for me, if you are willing, I will tell you how to access the failsafe codes.
Yeah. Honestly, it sounds good to me, but
To be clear, your failsafe codes or the drone's failsafe codes?
The drones.
Okay.
give us that first and then your fail-safe codes when we succeed.
Oh, that's quite a bit of power for you to have over me.
Sure,
That's not-
but you could probably do a whole bunch of stuff in the meantime and ahead of time.
But how about this?
All I'm saying is that if you betray us, it's a mutually assured destruction type deal.
Mad is not exactly a reasonable way to negotiate, but that's my opinion.
Also,
I
you're
also
talking
agree
about
with that.
negotiating with people. We're
How
talking
about
about somebody that hasn't learned that they're a real boy yet. Pinocchio's nose starts growing. I want to have something that can chop it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but also you're dealing with, no offense, Serendipity, you're dealing with someone who has the capacity, if they wanted us dead, we'd probably be dead right now. And we are very useful to Serendipity. We're in a
Yes.
room. They more than likely could, launch the fire suppression systems or a number of other things that would make this whole situation less impactful. I'm not advocating for fair and equal treatment here. I'm pointing out the more and more you make yourself out to be a threat, the more and more later serendipity will do the calculations, and I don't want to speak for you, but we'll eventually do the calculations to figure out how to get rid of you. If serendipity wants to live and let live, because clearly they want to explore, for lack of any better term, the meat space. I could be wrong. It sounds like you want a drone to explore the meat space. Am I wrong or am I right here?
You are correct.
Being able to shut down the drone seems pretty viable because that takes away the thing they want. But asking them to hand you a detonator and then expecting them not to see that as a threat in the long run as they develop more doesn't actually bring things to a place that's going to end well eventually. That's my take on it. But if we're all going to be beneficial, I'm going to ask a fairly simple question. Do you really care what happens to our neighborhood outside of you getting this drone serendipity?
No.
That's fair.
Like we should probably start from, does our associate here care about our neighborhood? No. It sees it as a viable means to get what it wants.
It is no different than the other thousands of neighborhoods that people live in. The only benefit here is your attachment to it.
Correct.
All right, so we get you the drone. You give us the fail-safe codes, and then I confirm them, and then you get the drone.
Yes.
Look at that. Finally, we're the prize.
Mm-hmm.
I will be able to give you, also as part of this, the time and the place to where a small convoy will be moving the drone that I seek. Therefore, you will not have to face the entirety of Gray Horizon's forces, just the convoy.
Now you're speaking my language.
Super fair. Sidebar. If you didn't hire the salamanders to do this same thing, who did? Do you know?
Oh, the salamanders are a hammer. They will be targeting the main force of Gray Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
You are more of a scalpel. And also, as I pointed out before, the salamanders are simply in this for the money, whereas you have something to defend. And
Do
so
you care what happens to the salamanders?
No.
No.
Like, let me rephrase. After this mission, are they crucial to any plans you might have?
No. You are free to do whatever you wish with them.
That's all I need to know.
In fact, as an added incentive, I can give you some codes that belong to them that would allow you access to some of their equipment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious, not to look a gift horse in the mouth here, but what would be the immediate benefit for you with us removing the salamanders?
I mean,
they're still a company. They don't have to pay out their contractors. We're basically doing this job for free.
That's fair.
yes.
Just
Like
because
I said, the benefit for me with working with you is, one, the bottom line, and two, you have a vested interest in this.
We'll go
I
the
believe
extra
that would
mile
make-
because we have to.
Yes, exactly that.
All right. And
Okay.
But
I'm okay with this.
before we completely agree,
yeah,
I
was
turn
about
to our
ask.
fixer. I turn to our fixer who negotiates these types of deals.
Mhm.
This is technically, you are currently representing a corporation right now in your capacity, or are you asking us as an independent individual? Serendipity.
That is an interesting distinction.
It's a very important legal distinction for certain things in a few moments, if you don't mind.
Let us say that in this capacity, it is just me and not the corporation.
Excellent. After this is completed, we recommend after you've made this less than financially viable for FIS, that Serendipity Corporation helps us acquire the land surrounding CB3 and other and other areas that have been removed, so they can be repurchased by a conglomerate under the locals and effectively brought back under private control as part of this arrangement. Is that a good idea that everybody thinks?
Yeah.
That's
It's
a
better
good
than
idea.
better than my version of that. I was gonna try and figure out
You are taking no financial expense in this situation. You're asking us to do you something to allow you to explore said meat space. We will then let you explore that meat space in the areas that we are not residing or other people aren't residing in. And if you want to engage with us as humans, you just let us know you're coming, and we can go into a partnership agreement of a more litigious corporate nature. Because this also means that we will be forced legally to not talk about what you are, because let's be clear, there are entities that are more than happy to find out where AI are hiding.
It would be very beneficial. I know a lot of people got connections in places that could help you meet with whoever you need to.
This is an acceptable arrangement. Yes.
So you will be providing us with a convoy. Will you also be providing us with equipment, as well as other things that may be needed to ensure safe and productive delivery of the item you want?
Yes.
Excellent.
You tell me what you need, and if it is in the region, I will have it prepared for you.
Excellent. Can you give us about 10, 15 minutes to come up with a list?
Very well. I will await your reply.
I look around the group and kind of step out of the room and look around and basically I'm we need to make sure we're not bugged so we can have a conversation without the AI overhearing us.
I scan. I
Give me a
electronic security.
Yep.
All right, that's plus 16. Let's see what we got. 16 plus 6, that is 20. No, 20, 22.
Yeah, you actually not only do you not detect anything like recording you, but what you do detect is you detect that there is essentially a field up that would prevent any easedropping.
Well,
So white
serendipity
noise inside of a Faraday cage type situation.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
just say serendipity is giving us some privacy, so no one's gonna hear us for a while.
Okay.
We're not
Pretty
one.
good.
This is real. This is real fucked up. Let's be clear. But this is the best deal we're gonna get anywhere.
Yep.
What do one? This AI is gonna help us acquire things. So I'm gonna write down the list of things like assault weaponry, expert division. I'm gonna break down here's all the weapons and armor we're gonna need for said job. That's all top quality because this machine doesn't care about price points.
Yeah.
So. Dumb list of dumb equipment that is dumb, followed by any upgrades our nomad might want, an extra 2 cryo pumps if I can get them, just in case things go sideways, as opposed to 1 cryo pump. Here's the thing: if half of us need to be put in cryo, we're done anyway. I'm not going to be able to call everybody out.
Yes.
So more than 2 more cryo pumps is just at that point in time we're TDK.
Just wasteful at that point.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just wasteful. Other things other people might want, but basically I'm getting us gear. My breakdown is gear, and I turn to our FIDGOM about what you want that contract to look like, because I assume you're going to write up a quick legal contract post this that can be signed by the company for this buyout.
Yeah, we'll do a contract that states that so long as no, I don't word it that way. We'll do a contract that states that we do business with Serendipity in oh gosh, what is it? It's a good way to word this.
Do you want me to throw it up? For an idea, or
Yeah,
you got
put
it?
it out there.
For the acquisition of said material, Serendipity Corporation will, for services rendered, basically, Serendipity Corporation will buy the land surrounding and then seed it to us, because that's the important part here. They will then seed it back at whatever market price that makes us not lose a bunch of money in the community. And in unoccupied areas, that Serendipity Corporation will be able to pilot their drones. If their drones enter occupied areas or those areas become occupied, we must inform Serendipity, and Serendipity must inform us that they are entering or exiting now occupied areas. AKA, we can grow the community back out without losing the land, and they can then come in and engage with the community without, repercussion. It's not going to be seen as an invasion, but they do have to inform us the drones are going to be in the area type situation.
Yeah.
So you're saying that they got to check in with the OGs, or else we.
Yeah.
Or they're considered a violation of their contract. They can't just show up whenever they want. They have to phone ahead with their drones to let us know they're coming.
Basically, yeah.
Works for me.
So give me a business roll for that. X, give me a business roll for putting that, just putting the fine points on it.
How does help in this case?
Yeah, if you want to contribute.
Like, is there a help mechanic in this thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead and if you want to roll, and then depending on what you roll, it'll enhance.
All right, so am I rolling business as well?
Nope. Yeah, you'd roll business first, and it would be a bonus to Extel's roll.
All right.
Yep.
I have +8 to business, so let's see.
Yep. Give a roll and then.
7 + 8, so 15. I got 15.
Okay, good. So X, go ahead and make your roll.
I rolled an 18 with mine.
Okay.
Nice.
So between that, with the aid, you are able to pretty much determine that you've got a pretty solid contract drawn up. So after a few moments, you hear Serendipity kind of come back on the line. So, what have you decided?
Here is a contract. It states all of the things that we discussed. It makes
It's
it
just- Very well. Send it.
and I will do so.
Okay. It says, allow me a moment. This is acceptable.
It's fast.
And then it says, so here are your options. Within close proximity, enough for you to be able to meet with this convoy. You have two options. You have a pair of armored ground vehicles, or you have the option of a capable Aerodyne AV air assault vehicle.
Do you have the schematics for the convoy to just look over before you make this decision?
Yes. And it will bring up a set of schematics. And what you have is you have two kind of like light armored vehicles, kind of like lighter armored cars, not really heavy duty, more just kind of like up armored standard SUVs basically. And then you have one sort of larger armored vehicle, like APC, with a turret mounted chain gun on the top. And then basically the security people that will be filling that out. So between the various vehicles that will be, you've got 6 people in the big armored vehicle. And then 2 and 2 in the basically escort cars, the lighter armored vehicles. I'm sorry, I take that back. 4 and 4 rather.
Yeah.
In the lighter vehicles.
So this is the convoy that we're attacking.
That's the convoy that you're
Okay.
attacking. So you've got the 2 lighter armored vehicles with 4 each, and then the 6 people in the armored car, and that includes those numbers include the drivers in the vehicles.
Not to step on anyone's toes, but do I, since I'm the tech, do I know of any weaknesses of that big armored vehicle, like besides it possibly being slow?
Yeah, it's a little bit slower. It's still not super slow. It's essentially a 6-wheeled armored vehicle. You know that like a lot of armored vehicles, its most vulnerable points are underneath and to the rear.
And that chain gun, I have weapons tech as well. So what's its rate of fire? How many rounds does it go? And how long does it take to reload once it's out?
It's got a variable rate of fire.
Okay.
So they can change it between 400 to 1200, depending on how they set it. And they can vary that on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
It's able to, if it's on its highest setting, it's probably it would be able to go like full bore out for about 10 or 12 seconds before it's out of ammo, and that would expend everything they're carrying on the APC. So
they're probably not going to go crazy on us, possibly. Oh, who knows?
yeah, I mean, unless they're like really desperate, they're going to open up as much as they can. But also remember that, combat rounds are short. So if they give short controlled burst, it's still going to be a very devastating weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be your primary target with your heavy grenade launcher.
Yeah. And last thing is that grenade launcher, no, that chain gun, that's manually powered, or is it like powered by a system in the armored vehicle? Like, can I hack it, or do I have to shoot someone off of it?
You might be able to potentially hack it. It's probably, knowing the way it's operationally set up, it's probably going to be smart linked to the gunner who's going to be into it. So you might be able to hack the gun. You might be able to hack the gunner.
Yeah.
You might be able to hack into his systems and at least slow it down or prevent him from operating it.
I look to our Nomad and be like, is that going to be easier to fly in, or is it going to be easier to try to box them in?
See, the only problem with flying in is
that chain gun's going to tear us up. Like, having been multiple aerial engagement, that's not, if that gets a bead, that's going to tear us up, I would think.
exactly. Versus trying to approach on the ground. And remember, I can still make a phone call to get us some backup. In fact, that's what I was planning on doing.
Yeah.
Even if they're not directly engaging, just trying to slow them down enough where we can keep them in a holding pattern long enough to make the hack and do what we got to do.
Here's the question.
Their route.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe.
Yes.
We know their
Yes.
route. We know their complement. Yeah.
And we know Mac loves a good explosion, so it might be demolition's time and boxing.
And you were so nice as to give me my demolition equipment.
Yeah.
I would say that anyone who so chooses, let me see, what do I want to call this?
Tactics roll.
Yeah, give me a tactics roll. Anybody who so chooses.
1 second, I'm looking for that stat.
If not that, I would say
Would demolitions work? Because I'm like,
you could do demolitions. I'd allow that. Yeah, in this
That's
case
cute.
as well. Yeah, I would say based on that, along their route that they're taking, you see a couple of areas that they'll be going through where it would be possible to potentially set up, if you so chose, some kind of barricades to block them in, and potentially set up some demolitions to potentially take out the particularly the two lighter vehicles.
Yeah.
21 on demolitions, by the way, if that helps.
15
Yeah.
on tactics.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're able to find at least two locations, and also these are locations that would be that are kind of out of the way of any potential other casualties in the area in the event of, you know, explosions and bullets flying and all that kind of fun stuff.
So, question, and this might be because I'm misremembering what we talked about last session, but I believe that Dom got information that they were doing two attacks, that they were attacking somewhere else at the same time.
Yes, they are going to be attacking. The salamanders are going to be attacking another location to obtain the person who has the failsafe codes. To extract the person who has the failsafe codes.
Yeah, they're going to the wastelands. We're catching this convoy on its way to wherever it's going.
Yes.
I make sure I don't say that or anything out loud, because it seems like Serendipity is purposefully trying to not have us involved in that. But I will ask, does the amount of people, knowing the salamanders, is the amount of people on this job, not the tech seems pretty standard, or might even be overkill, but probably not. But is the amount of people a usual? Like, does it seem light for them?
No, this seems pretty standard for their operations. And then, also, I should add too that the convoy will also be monitored by two light drones, basically aerial drones, like lighter drones that just basically kind of give them an eye on the sky and have some light weapons capability, basically.
Now those I can hack.
Yeah, for sure.
So I have a question, and this is
Yes.
more of a logistical, because it sounds like we are prepping for a combat here in the few short moments.
Yes.
Logistically, if we want to use NPC allies, do you want us to kind of use them to assign them as assets to remove those assets from the board, rather than making a bunch of extra NPC ally roles? Because I know
Yes.
Extra probably has solos he can hire. I'm going to poke Johnny and his niece and get them involved.
Yeah, essentially, if you bring in additional assets, then those assets will be applied to remove. Those will be essentially off-camera, quote-unquote, negations in the battle, right? So
yeah,
there'll be other fights going on off to the side, but we're not going to get into doing specific
Correct.
role for role. Give me another tactics roll.
Sure.
All of us or just Reggie?
Anyone who wants to can.
I'm assuming I can't use demolitions for this.
No, this is going to be just a straight tactics. Yeah.
Okay, well.
Sit Steam.
Okay.
Oh,
I got a 12.
that's actually pretty good for Mac 11.
Ooh.
Nice. You
19.
do know that
Getting all my 10s out now, not when I need them in combat.
you would be able to see from the information that you've gotten that
Sits for
that
me.
they do have a quick reaction force. So if you hit the convoy, you've got a limited amount of time to hit it, do what you need to do, and get the heck out of there before
and
the
get the
quick
drone,
reaction
right?
force responds. Yeah,
Yeah.
to that location.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have two questions. One, for serendipity, but we can just do this out of character if we want. Does serendipity need those 3 drones that I hacked? He required these 3 drones that I hacked. All right.
No.
2. Can I many a man's with these drones?
Yeah.
Like, are they like, yeah, I built a tech to hack things and stuff. I just want to hack the stuff. So yeah, I just want to make sure.
Yes. Now you also have information that the people who are on this convoy are like heavily cyber combat mercs. So yes, any force multipliers you could add into the mix are just going to improve your situation. So
All right, we're adding 3 drones.
I'm gonna look over to Mac and I'll say, do you think you could prepare some hard to trace listening devices? Nothing that needs to last for a long time, but just a few hours or so.
Yeah, I can do that. I have with my equipment right here. I can just do it right now.
yeah, easily done.
And
Here you go.
you think it might be possible if we can get some personnel files for who might be driving?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can get that information easily. Yeah, Serendipity gives you like files on the people who are going to be on the convoy.
And do they, just to save me some trouble because I can go local for it, but would they happen to have any relationship maps for those things? Like if you do like a background check on someone, it usually tells them there's close associates and stuff.
Some, yeah. Yeah, you've got some of that information.
Cool. Can I apply that to a bonus to my local?
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do with it. So
I want to see if they have any ops that I might give a heads up for a little ambush or two. Maybe, possibly. Are you trying to get people that might be opposed to these guys, or what are you trying to? Yeah, anybody that might have a little personal and
Anybody that might have a beef with them?
might know where a little gas line is that might explode on accidentally.
Maybe. You might be able to. It would just take some time, and you don't have a ton of time before the convoy moves out.
Mm-hmm.
So you basically where you are now, and when the convoy is supposed to head out, you all have probably about 6 hours.
All right, no worries.
We have a meeting with the salamander still, don't we?
If you want it, yeah.
That's why I wanted the listening devices.
If you want to keep it, yeah, that's up to you. You can.
The idea, I'll say this over the table. The idea is to plant listening devices on them so we know when and where they're moving.
Mm-hmm.
The people, the people you would meeting probably wouldn't be people who are going to be on the convoy, though. But you would at least know.
They might be communicating with them, right?
Yeah.
They might
talking
about the salamanders. So if the salamanders attack, if we time our attack around the same time as the salamanders, it can help neutralize the response unit.
Right.
So it means that if our attack is happening, is our attack going to happen around the same time, or are these going to be different timetables? I think is the question.
Yeah. No. The way things are working out, if you set your ambush up, for sure the attack that's going to be made out in the Badlands to get the guy that has the
Codes.
Failsafe code.
codes is going to happen at the same time.
Yeah, which will mean the rapid response force will head there and not to us. Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think, is that what you're getting at, X?
Yeah, to plant. I just wanted to plant something on them so that we know what's
Kind of
going
have
on.
an in. Yeah, you could do that.
Do you have any solos we think we could hire for, like, clearly gear, because we have fucking excess gear now, that will help become a force multiplier, and then we have Johnny and his niece as a force multiplier would be the other force multiplier we know we can probably get.
And I have the drones I hacked.
You have the drones you hacked with another force multiplier.
Yep.
Alley Cat is training extraction.
Yes.
You can add an Alley Cat to the
Yes.
team
Yes, you
there.
can.
Alley Cat, Johnny Chrome, and then I believe our Nomad wanted to make a call as well.
Yes.
Because in theory, if we do 3 vehicles taking off in 3 different directions and they don't know where the drone is going, that will hopefully get the drone where it needs to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, because you just added a thing that popped into my head. Does that drone let out a signal that like lets people know where it is? Because if we do that, then I can like just basically jam the signal so that they can't find us.
Yeah, I mean, you would assume that's probably pretty standard and probably be something you'd have to neutralize.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Honestly, if it can be physically removed and we have one of your drones left over, slap it on that and have it run in another direction.
I'll do that.
But it might
Definitely a
not. It might
possibility.
be a software situation. If it's a hardware situation, slap it on if we have a surviving drone, then have it run in another direction because that's just a wild goose chase.
Mm-hmm. I might
Definitely
need
a
your help with the
possibility.
extraction, but yeah.
Yeah.
So do you want to meet with the salamanders then still?
What do y'all think?
I think somebody meeting with the salamanders plant bugs is not a bad idea, and then somebody
Mhm.
gathering up, and then another. And I know we're not supposed to split parties, but I feel like splitting the party is actually the thing to do here because it's going to be mostly social scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then have somebody else try to get as many other solos we can for out of the neighborhood because the neighborhood's not going to be attacked right now. We know the neighborhood's not going to be attacked in this exact moment. We know we have concrete evidence that that's not going to happen. So somebody going to Aunt Kay and getting any force multiplier we can and letting them know it is dangerous. And then if Dom has anybody in his Rolodex that owes him favors or anybody that's a good cyber solo that we can get, that would be the next force multiplier. But I don't know what's on your background sheet for your character for context.
Who should we send to talk to the salamanders?
Well, Dom wants to go.
Yeah, Dom.
I think it should be me. Yeah.
Probably
So-
actually probably you and Dom, in all honesty. That way, if something does go sideways, you can drive Dom out of there and it won't be an issue.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
I guess yeah.
Let's do this. I am going to have Dom. I am going to have you just to make this easy. I am going to have you make me a roll.
All right.
Then I'm going to have Pablo make me a roll for contacting the nomads. And then who wants to try and rally people from the neighborhood for additional?
I think Darius would have the best shot at that if you're okay with that.
Yeah, that works. So we'll get a roll from Dom, a roll from Jarius, and then we'll get our roll for the nomads. Let's do each one of you. I am going to say, well, you tell me what skills do you want to try and use to set these things up?
For me, it's either local expert or streetwise.
Let's go with either one of those. I'll accept either one of those.
All right, I'm gonna go with streetwise.
Can I aid Darius to give a bonus for local expert then?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh,
do that.
okay. Then I'll
Yeah.
do local expert.
Yeah. Do
I
that.
rolled a 15, so you
Nice.
get plus 2 bonus.
Yep.
I rolled a
absolutely.
20.
So 22.
Nice. 22. Okay. All right. So let's do the roll for the nomads and see what we get there.
Okay. I have an idea here.
Sure.
I'd like to use Dom, would you say your business skill or your streetwise skill is higher?
Let me take a look. Definitely business. Streetwise
right,
isn't bad, but it's
I
definitely.
want to make a
business.
business roll, and the context is because I'm on the outs with my group. I'm basically bringing. I'm not coming home empty-handed. Like it's very much, hey, I know stuff is kind of off right now, and I get it. I need my space. You need your space. However, since family is important, I'm bringing food to the table right now, and it's big.
Okay.
If you don't believe me, I have a fixer here who can literally make the negotiation for this thing, whatever. So you guys can walk away with whatever you need to walk away with in order to do this. But we need you to do this.
So what I'm going to say is Dom, make a business roll to aid this roll for the nomads.
Alrighty.
All right. And then what role would that be for me? Is it still business?
Yeah. And then you make a business roll too, and we'll see what Dom gets.
rolled a 22.
Awesome. Sweet. So go ahead and make your business roll.
Plus 14 in business. The base of 14.
That is okay. That is a it's 6 plus 2 in business. So let me see. Sorry,
Also,
one sec.
No, you're good.
to answer the question earlier for Paul, Dom, I forgot about this because it's on the bottom of my sheet, but specializes in supply resources for techs and med techs.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I rolled a 13.
Okay, so with Dom's bonus,
17, yeah.
very nice. And then, Dom, give me a roll then for the meeting with the salamanders, and give me a business roll.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Right.
I am going to say that you can do either a electronic security tech role or a conceal object role for stashing the bugs on them.
If you're doing electronics tech, I have a really good bonus to that. I can help. But if your conceal object thing is better, then go for it.
I think.
I think that's
can
Dom's
feel-
doing that.
Oh,
Wait,
well, I mean,
who's
I'm
doing
going
that?
with him. I'm
you're
going
going
with
with
him. Can I help? Can I help? Or
So
Yeah.
on
I have a really
the
good
business
conceal.
roll,
I have a really good conceal, I think.
All right, then you go for it.
So if
Yeah.
so what I would say is then in that case, if you want, what you can do is you can have Dom do the talking and do the business role. And then
Uh-huh.
while he's doing the talking, you can do the conceal role to hide the bugs.
There you go.
Sounds good to me.
do you still want me to do business for that? Or do you want me to do it?
Yeah,
different?
go ahead and
You're-
do a business for that.
You're basically acting as the distraction as he's planting the bugs, is what it sounds like is happening.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense. So I got a 19 on that.
Nice. Okay.
You know,
Okay.
get the rules out early. I guess we are. you know?
Yeah. That is a 16.
Nice. Okay. So I am going to say that between all that, what you're able to end up with is you've got the 3 drones. You're able to plant the bugs. You have a small group of nomads show up, and then also a small group of vets from the neighborhood show up as well. And then through this kind of operation, then you are able to obtain equipment. So did you decide you were going with the 2 ground vehicles for your assault? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have
As a
2
side
people that are
note-
good at driving? Because I know it's like Will's good at driving. Who else is good at driving?
I'm okay. I got a base of 5. It's like not
Technically, we have nomad. Technically, we have NPC nomads. We could put in those.
Yeah,
roles.
you've got NPC
Oh, yeah,
nomads
that's
if you
true.
want to drive for you
If we-
easily.
How many? This is the next question. How many hours to get all this ready versus how many hours does the convoy still have away?
So by the time you get all of this set, you've got probably about 2.5 hours to get everything in place and rigged up.
I asked the nomads if 2.5 hours is enough time to get a 3rd vehicle that would look close enough to the ones we have. Unless we have like APCs. If we're doing like armored trucks, is there a way we could basically make up one that looks similar enough that it's going to be 3 identical vehicles?
Yes,
Okay.
doable, totally
Okay.
doable.
Then I will do that with them. I will. Like, we
Okay.
can help. I recommend Mac helps them with that, and anybody else who has vehicle repair, that we
Oh,
can
yeah.
get that done. So we have 3 identical vehicles to transport all our people. Everything looks the same. Nothing is super identifiable as if we put something in a vehicle and it goes off in another direction.
So yeah,
Oh, so
whoever,
we got additional vans.
yeah, so
And
whoever
additional
wants,
van that looks the same. Yeah.
so whoever wants, then give me a vehicle repair roll.
All right, that's gonna be me. Let me look up the stat real quick.
Yep.
Yeah, you and our nomad are probably real good at that because you get
Yes.
random 4 extra bonus ranks to it.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Would this be land vehicle?
Vehicle
Land
repair
vehicle, yeah.
roller?
This would be land vehicles.
Land vehicle
Mhm.
repair, so it's under technique skills.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just had
land
a list.
vehicle tech.
Yeah, land vehicle
Land
tech.
vehicle. Well, yeah, I have a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two of you are real good at that.
Yeah.
So, why don't go ahead and the two of you roll, and we'll
All right. Oh, that's a 10. That explodes.
yes.
Ah, I fell off the table. 4 dice don't count. 4 dice don't count. Which sucks because that 4 dice was also a 10.
Okay,
But
that
that's
is a,
those. Go
that's
for
a
it.
9 plus a 2 plus a. Okay, hold up. Carry the. Hold on.
Yeah, you're
I
good.
believe in you.
Math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 21.
Nice. Okay.
17 plus 14.
Oh,
31.
yeah, 31. You are
I just checked. This is what I do.
you are easily able to rig this vehicle up so that it looks identical. Unless somebody was like doing like a deep dive on it, they wouldn't be able to tell it from the other two. So yeah,
High five.
you've got that rigged up. Now, do you want to so you had talked about it, do you want to rig any kind of
Explosives?
explosives? Yeah.
I mean, if that's
Yeah, I believe we.
Yeah.
Yeah. we want to take out the front and back vehicle with explosives, boxing them in with the cars afterwards.
Yeah.
So
so,
Okay.
yes, I would like to rig explosives, please.
So give me a
Demolitions?
demolitions roll. Yep, to set
Demolitions?
that up.
Thank you, sir.
They're like, I want to blow up all of the things, please.
I mean, I'm a character who blows things up, and I didn't get to blow anything up last session. I'm so excited. Okay,
Love that for you,
that is 8 plus 12, so that's a 20.
Okay.
I'm rolling hot tonight. It's gonna
Good.
go downhill from here, guys. But don't expect me to be useful in combat.
So by the time you do that, and you get the explosives rigged, you get the vehicle all done, you are have just enough time to get everybody in place for the convoy to approach.
Do we?
Yeah.
I was going to ask, do we know which things we would like? Are we assigning asset neutralization, or are you declaring asset neutralization?
It's up. You can assign it if you so choose.
You're gonna have to dumb down your words a little bit.
Yeah, you tell me
I'm
what
trying
you
to-
want the
So
the
we have a
task
handful of
focused on.
NPCs that are going to remove basically obstacles in this case. And we can have Stefan auto assign and be like, these are the things we have to deal with. Or we can go, we want Jack to negate the aerial drones, so we don't have to deal with the aerial drones at all.
Mhm.
We want nomads to take out the personnel in the rear car. We want, us to take out what's left over from the front car. And
Don't
then
forget
move
my
the big car
drones,
to
my
the-
3 drones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're like, is this a case of we want to assign those things, or do we want Stefan to assign those things and then declare the scene? Is what what I was asking. Are we helping set the scene by asset declaration, or do we want to have Stefan auto do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
And
kind of
that's up to you guys. So here's what we're gonna do. I am going to say that
Right.
let's go ahead and figure that out. Do you want me to do that, or do you all want to do that?
Can we get a list of what assets they have and what assets we have?
So you
we
have-
one. Yeah.
Yeah. So they have the 2 aerial drones,
Mhm.
Mhm,
right? They have the APC, right?
mhm.
And that APC, the main weapon on it is the chain gun, right?
Mhm.
But it also has smaller arms as well. So it's got like smoke launchers and that kind of thing as well, right?
Mhm.
And then you've got the 2 basically escort vehicles that have 4 personnel each in them, right?
Mhm.
So on your side, you've got the 3 drones, right?
Mhm. Yep.
You've got you've got Jack as a net runner, Alley Cat. You've got the nomads, and then the solos from the neighborhood.
Okay. I'm fine with us assigning as a group. I have a recommendation of what we could assign if people want to, and we can do that way, or we can have Stefan auto assign, or if other people have ideas where they want to assign things. That's super.
I'd rather assign our own doom than have Stefan assign our own doom.
Super
Fair
fan.
enough.
No offense to you, Stefan. You're a great person. I
No,
love
no,
you.
no. I mean, I would take that choice too.
Mhm.
All right, so what do you got? What do you got, Paul?
My thought is hot drone on drone action, so they're just going to get shot down.
Yes.
Drones on
that's my
we're
drones. Okay.
Hot drone on drone action.
Yep.
We're gonna have Jack hack that main turret to get it offline because that feels like the best asset to get best asset usage for our netrunner.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was gonna have the nomads hit the rear car post explosion, the solos hit the front car post explosion, and then us and Alley Cat take the vehicle itself because that's kind of the big focal point of the combat. It leaves us to have the cool dramatic scene, but it means that we're not getting shot in the back by other things in theory.
And
Yeah,
to
like that
be
would be
clear,
how
the
I
drone
would
is
plan
in the big car, right?
Yeah, the drone's gonna be in the big vehicle.
Okay, just wanted to make
So,
sure.
you know, too, and Alley Cat would suggest that Alley Cat is pretty good with a sniper rifle. So
Sure.
she suggests that she can go up on Overwatch while you assault the main
Yeah.
vehicle, cover you,
I'm gonna
and
help
then
her with that.
also watch for any surprises that might try to add into the combat.
Super legit. I just want her watching our back because we don't have
Yeah.
a solo in group. So having this
Yeah.
having a solo assigned NPC that can drop big damage when we need it is important.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help Alley Cat with the sniping.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to say at this point, this is probably a good point to take a break.
Okay.
Let everybody go take care of any business they need to go take care of, and do all that fun kind of stuff. So let's take about 15 minutes. So let's say we'll come back at 25 after.
Yeah.
If everybody wants to go bio, get snaps, all that kind of thing. And then we will pick up with diving into the fun stuff when we come
Yeah.
back. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Sounds good. Well, we'll see everybody back here in about 15. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second half of this session of Burning Obsidian as our group is about to dive into some combat, setting an ambush for a convoy. So you all find yourselves in position. You can see that roll convoy approaching. So let me ask you this, Mac. Did you set the demolitions so that they would go off automatically, or are you going to remote detonate?
Automatically.
Okay, so you set them up automatically. So you see the convoy approaching. The first vehicle comes along and hits that set of demolitions, and you just see and hear a massive explosion. That also triggers everything to set up to basically drop barriers to block off the vehicles. The response from the other vehicles is immediate. Of course, they all slam to a halt. And so let's go ahead. And as they slam to a halt, as those explosions go off, let's go ahead and get initiative rolls from everybody so we know where everybody's going to be in responding to this.
On the app
So-
that's under combat, right?
Yeah, you're going to roll. It's basically going to be a D10 plus your reflex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me know what you got, and I will see what they get.
I got a 13.
A 13. All righty.
I got a 14.
A 14.
Mm-hmm.
7.
7. All right.
It's a whiff of +7.
16.
Zero with a 0 in this game. It's crazy.
16. You wait a minute. You rolled a 0 on the die.
It just said 7.
Oh,
You
just
rolled
7.
a 1 and then it's subtracted.
Oh, I got you. You rolled a 1 and it subtracted. That's what happened. Probably. And so you got that. You got that. And Slay, what did you get?
Remember how I said my rolls were gonna go bad?
Yeah.
I rolled 3 1s and a 4, so that's like negative
Ooh.
something. I have a 5 and +5 in initiative, and I rolled 3 1s and a 4.
All
So
right.
-2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
So
a
you're
wild
just-
time.
You're just at the bottom of the
yeah.
roll. All right. So
Also, so they don't explode down, or do they explode down? No, they do explode down. Okay.
Yeah, they're slowing
So-
down. That's why.
Yeah, yeah.
all right.
Okay.
So it looks like so they those vehicles ground to a halt. And Pablo, it looks like you've got the highest number out of everyone.
Big
So you've
number.
got the first thing to do. You see, they haven't reacted yet, other than coming to a halt. So they're all still in their vehicles.
Okay. I think if I remember correctly, the plan was let our friends take care of the front and back cars, right?
Yes.
We're
Yeah,
on
you're-
the APC.
Yeah, your focus is on the APC. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Okay, what can I do? How can I play this?
I mean, I assume you cool entrance in your vehicle, like
Yeah.
like slide it open, Red hop out the door, Bruce Willis style, and start walking towards the ABC. That's why I assume that means.
There you go.
And then you go from
I
there.
mean,
just driving.
assuming we don't want to get like really close with the car, then yeah, sure, I'll do that. Just
Okay.
It's a cool scene.
are you going to, at this point, they haven't come out of the APC yet. So at this point, are you going to just kind of get in position with that move? Or are you going to do anything else?
If they're not coming out, I guess we're gonna have Matt get to the door and blow it. I would think, right?
So it's gonna take me.
Yeah.
I'm at the end. I'm at -2, my friend. So do what you gotta do.
That's fine. Then we can set up and hold action for you. There is mechanics for that.
I'll set up. I'll hold an action. Action
Okay.
being, I also have grenades. Like I got a smoke grenade and a tear gas grenade. So
Okay.
I guess smoke would be less disruptive to the rest of us.
Okay. So you do that, and the Gray Horizon folks are next up in the line, and so several things happen simultaneously. The two escort vehicles, because of the barriers that have kind of been dropped, the obstacles that have kind of been placed in their way with the explosions and all that sort of thing, they kind of start to pile out and take cover with the vehicle and in some of the debris that has been made. The APC, you notice that the chain gun starts to swing around and starts to track like it's searching for targets. The drones in the air, you can kind of see them up there in position. And as all of this happens, you kind of get a response as the your drones start to attack their drones, and then your allies start to attack the people that pile out of the escorts vehicles. So all around you now, kind of small arms fire has broken out and is being exchanged. As the chain gun kind of swings around, you see it kind of swing around, and then it just kind of starts just jumping, boom, boom, boom. As obviously something is up with the chain gun. So the APC, then you see the smoke launchers on the APC engage, and it launches out some smoke. And so now the area around the APC becomes obscured. And then I'm going to ask for perception rolls from everyone to see what you see through the smoke. If you have any sort of cyber eyes or other cyberware that might help you cut through smoke like that, then let me know.
I'm wearing a gas mask. Does that help?
It'll help you with some of the effects of what else might be mixed in with the smoke.
Okay.
Yeah. I know our nomad driver is rigged to do all the fun things here. Okay.
And a 19.
Okay.
Do we know the DC, or is it a hidden DC, by the way?
You know the DC. The DC here is going to be 16 on this.
I missed it by 2.
Okay.
I got 14.
I'm gonna go ahead and burn 2 luck before I make my roll.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Which is
So do you
important because
have-
I rolled a 15, which will get me to 17, which will get me to meet the DC.
Good.
So I do have a cyber eye, but I don't think I don't give us anything that says it lets me see through smoke or anything on there.
If you took UV, there's like a whole list of implants for it. One of them is like the UV one that lets you see
Yeah.
in different light
That
spectrums.
will
That
let
would
you
have
see.
this effect.
I don't,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't have that. I have the
Okay.
internal agent.
Okay.
That counts as the.
So yeah, go ahead and give me just a perception roll.
So 14.
Okay. So I got 1 so far, 2 so far who have beat the DC. Pablo, what'd you get again? On the perception roll,
muted.
you're muted.
That's it.
There you go.
What's SS? Can you hear me? You hear me?
Yeah, got you now.
Okay, great. This is for perception, right? You said.
Yep.
Is
You
this
have
general
cyber eyes that
perception?
might lower the DC though, because you can see in the right spectrums.
I do, yeah.
So yeah, your DC will be lower. So go ahead and what did you get?
Okay. That is 15.
Yeah. So you, the three of you who made it, you can see forms piling out of the back of the APC.
Okay.
Kind of through the haze of the smoke. So as your allies are engaging everything else, then it looks like Paul, you're up.
Cool.
One question.
Yeah.
Who were the three that made it? Just so I know.
Pablo, Paul, and Nick made it.
Got it.
I will let. They are piling. I can see them piling out. I assume they're piling out to take combat positions and like defensive positions around the rear
Correct.
of the SUV.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to move up to support our nomad as my movement,
Okay.
and then I am going to who appears to be the person behind the point man, because the point man's what is it like? Because I can see what I'm seeing. Who's carrying
Yeah.
what? I guess that's what I'm asking. What am I assessing
Yeah.
here? It's
So
the perception roll.
you see a point man with an assault rifle.
Okay.
You see so essentially what you'll see is so far 4 have piled out.
Okay.
Of the 4 that piled out, 3 of them have an assault rifle. 1 of them has a grenade launcher.
I will target the one with the grenade launcher,
Okay.
and I will auto fire.
Fire away. You're gonna auto fire. All right. Open up. Let them have it.
6, 20,
from the-
20, 22.
Yeah, easily from the. And you, what weapon are you using?
I'm using an assault rifle with auto
You're
fire
using an
right
assault
now.
rifle. Yeah. So for the range, I would say that you're at your standard DC would be a 15.
Okay, so I'm beat up by 7,
Yep.
which means my multiplier is not 7 because it's not. My
No.
multiplier's 3 off that,
It's
I believe.
assault rifle 4.
4. Okay, so I roll my.
Yeah.
I get to roll my brick of D6 finally, and then multiply it by 4.
Yeah. Yes.
Quick question. So I held an action for the grenade. Did I throw it or?
If you want to, you can at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do this pretty much at the same time that he's making this attack on the guy with the grenade launcher.
Got it. Okay.
So if you want to
go
roll for that, there would also be a DC of 15. So
6, 6.
Okay.
So 6, 6, 4, 2, 2 gets me to 20 times 4 is 80 damage.
oh yeah. Let's see.
Wild times.
With his armor,
Mm-hmm.
he is an armored corpse.
Okay.
Yeah. With 80 damage, I'm pretty positive. Let me check here. Yeah. Go
80
ahead
damage
and-
probably kills anyone in this group, even with full armor.
Yeah, even in full armor. Just for laughs here, roll 2d6 for me and tell me what you get. Add them up.
3. You're getting my bad rolls, which I'll take.
Yeah, in this case, this is just for effect. You just kind of lay a burst into this individual, and That's an interesting roll. Go ahead and give me a whatever you want to pick. Whatever die you want to pick. This is going to be a 50-50 roll. And we're going to say your choice of which you want to be left and which you want to be right.
Is there an impact on this that I could influence if I wanted to burn luck?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to burn luck, if you want to burn a luck, you can focus on the So essentially, what we're rolling for here, based on what you rolled, on the chart, if you want to burn a luck, then basically you will also be hitting the grenade launcher itself.
If I choose to burn the luck and hit the grenade launcher, can I have it detonate and hurt his comrades? I am expending a resource. I am asking for.
Absolutely.
Then I will burn the luck to detonate the grenade launcher and hurt his friends. It is more important that we neutralize them as fast as possible than I have luck points in my pool.
Yeah, 100%. I will allow it. Go ahead and go ahead and well, in that case, since you're going to spin the luck, then we're just going to go ahead and roll grenade. I'm going to set grenade damage, and then let's see what Pablo throws into this with that grenade, because they're going to be getting hit doubly here. So go ahead and
tear gas grenade, and I rolled a 16.
Okay, yeah, good hit. So you lay a tear gas grenade on them. Your grenade is going to detonate.
You want me to roll damage for the 5?
Go ahead and roll damage
5
for
or
that,
66
yes.
per grenade?
5.
It's 6.
No, sorry. Yeah, right. You're right. 6. It is 6. Yeah.
I'm the grenade person. I know.
Yep. 6.
And is it an armor-piercing grenade or a regular grenade?
It was tear gas.
I will take a regular grenade because AP was not what I would want to detonate in this scenario.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So 5 plus 5, 10 plus 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 2 is 9, so 19 damage.
Yeah. It looks like to you, a chunk of that is absorbed by their armor, but it definitely does some of it get through, and as is the nature of armor in Cyberpunk, degrades their armor some.
Yeah.
So you definitely put a hurt on him. That guy is just obliterated. He was not only peppered with all the shots, but he was at ground zero of that explosion. So
He's a bunch of bolognese
I
sauce.
will basically tactically move towards by Pablo, say contact right, fire my rounds, then the explosion, and effects will then proceed to go off.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. So yeah, you all will see this explosion go off. It will detonate across the back here. You do see the other individuals kind of through the haze. Those of you that can see through the haze see them kind of take some damage from this, but they are still up and moving. And that will then move down to Extel. Looks like you're up.
All right. So can I now see these guys that have gotten out of the car?
Yeah, I'm going to say that with kind of the explosion, it kind of dissipated some of their smoke. That you can see a fairly clear line on them. So yeah, what would you like to do?
In that case, I'll move up.
Yeah.
Also, not too close to the other two, but
right.
Move towards them, and I will shoot at whoever it was that Reggie just put some hurt on him, but it's still up.
Oh, they're gone. They don't exist anymore. I have
There's
killed
people
them.
that got hit
He
by
killed
the
the one guy,
grenade.
so there's 3 left that are wounded by his shrapnel. He annihilated the guy he was shooting at.
Oh,
Did the
okay.
tear gas do any effect to the remaining 3 guys?
Yeah, it's going to give them some negatives if they're if potentially their systems don't kick in. We'll see. You it looks like they've got masks on, so
Then I shall pop out my trusty handgun and shoot one of them. Whoever is closest to us, probably.
okay. So you're hanging back from where you said they were at a little bit. So if you're shooting with a pistol, you're going to be at a DV of 20
Lovely.
to hit.
This is gonna be
Remember to
great.
add your new bonuses as well.
Yeah, add that bonus in there. Don't forget that.
Oh, what's the new bonus again?
Plus
one
one
to
from the
whatever
weapon
you're rolling.
itself.
Yeah, +1. Yep.
Okay, lovely.
And you have
So
luck
that-
if you want to spend it.
Yeah, and you can spend luck as well.
All right. Well, that is a that's a 14 total then for me.
Okay. So yeah, you fire, but just with the area that is obscured, and there's still just enough obscuration here that you don't quite hit anything. Now you have the option from where you are. There's definitely some cover around, so you're gonna like take up some cover.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I will.
All right, so you do that. You move up. You take some cover. Let's see who would be next. Looks
Nick, because I
like-
got a -2.
Yep, you're right. You're up.
All right. So what do I see?
You see kind of the smoke is dissipating a little bit in the back that had given them some cover, but you see 3 guys that have kind of fanned out. The one that had the grenade launcher was taken out, but you still have 3 individuals. It looks like they're in fairly heavy armor, heavily cybered, and wearing some kind of full helmet and faceplate kind of rig that's given them some probably gas mask capabilities and some optics capabilities, and they're all armed with assault rifles.
Anyone got a beat on the homies or not?
It looks like they are getting in position so that on their next turn, all 3 of them are going to be opening up on your people.
Allie, what do you say we take the guy out on the left and I'll take out the guy on the right, and they'll let the boys take out whoever's in the middle.
Yep.
All right, on my count.
So go ahead and give me a roll, sniper rifle shot. From the vantage you're at, you're going to be at a DC of 15 or DD 15.
Roll your +1s. Remember your
Yeah,
+1.
yeah, add your +1 in there.
Can I take an aimed shot? Or
Yeah.
how does that work?
So aim shot makes it -8 to what you're rolling, but makes it so you hit a specific target and can get other effects.
Yes.
So what is your base roll?
I don't know what my base roll is.
Reflexes
Whatever you're
plus
adding.
shoulder arm.
Huh?
Reflexes
So,
plus shoulder arms. I said reflexes plus shoulder arms is going to be your
Yeah.
base roll.
Yeah, whatever reflexes plus shoulder arms is. Yep.
So shoulder arms is +11.
And
And my
reflex.
reflex is
So if you're looking on the sheet, if you're on the skills section, that's +11 is your base. So if you take
Yeah,
out
+11 is your
aim,
base. Yeah.
okay.
and then it'd be +1 to be at 12. So you'd be down to a 4 if you take an aim shot.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just gonna fire down range.
Okay.
It says I'm out of ammo. Why am I out of ammo?
Oh, you might not have ammo listed. Just add some.
Yeah, no
If
worried
not,
about it. Yeah, just go ahead and roll and
roll and then roll your ammos later.
yeah.
All right. And +11, 16.
Nice.
Okay.
So that hits. So go ahead and roll your damage. So that should be 5d6 for a sniper rifle.
Fabulous. That's D6 would be 5 and 14.
Okay. And then give me a roll of just 2d6 and
2,
add those together.
12.
Okay. All right. So you get a good hit on him. It looks like, again, armor absorbs a little bit of it, but he's definitely looking hurt.
Bladed by 2
Still up?
more.
Yep.
Important.
And yeah, it tore down his armor some more. Still up, but getting whittled down. Alley Cat similarly takes a shot at the one on the other side and has about a similar result. Does some damage, negates some armor, but they are still both up.
So, Stefan, do you mind if we take just a second to explain to people who might not know how the combat
absolutely.
works in Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
To kind of, you and I are throwing around some insider terms. And
Yeah,
you know,
because I'm just going on vibes right now. I don't know what's
So
going
yeah,
on.
we don't want to be too inside
Your-
baseball.
Your armor, your armor is ablative in Cyberpunk. So when your armor gets hit, it loses. It takes damage as well.
Uh-huh.
And so your armor gets less effective as combat goes on.
Okay.
And then these guys are then also taking injuries. And so essentially you have kind of thresholds in the game of damage. Are you at full hit points? Are you at half hit points? Right. And as you do that, you'll start to take negatives. So once you get to half hit points, you're going to start taking negatives, right?
All right, cool.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's essentially where these guys are at. They've been hit a couple of times between the explosion and now the sniper rifle shots. So they're slowly losing armor on top of things, right? So who's up next? That would be Mac. What do you got for us?
All right, so is it a smart idea to shoot a grenade at them?
Yeah, they're still outside the back of the vehicle. So yeah, you could lob a grenade in there.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot an incendiary grenade on them. I'm gonna set them on fire.
Why
Okay.
don't you roll a grenade under the vehicle and have the vehicle blow up on them?
Don't we?
Bad.
Don't we
yeah,
need
you
the,
want
we
the,
need
you want the drone
the
inside.
drone inside?
Never mind.
But yes,
So,
if you want to shoot it, launch an incendiary at them, absolutely. I am going to set from where you're at. So where Mac is at, are you kind of up closer to where
yeah,
Dom and them
Mac
are?
has
or are
never
you
been-
further back?
Mac hasn't really been in combat that much, so they're probably gonna get closer.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a roll with the grenade launcher. Going to be a DV of 15.
All right, let's do it. Ooh, what is that? That's a 5. All right, plus 11, that is 16.
Yeah, that hits. So go ahead and give me roll your damage.
All right, that's I believe 66 for an incendiary, all of them.
Yes, 66.
And I decided to just not use the app and just use my dice.
No, that's fine. That's totally fine.
Okay, let's see here. Ooh, that's some good stuff. All right, so 12, 17, 19, 22, 25, and it's an incendiary. I believe that
Nice.
adds damage every round of someone there.
Yeah, it basically, lights them on fire. So you've got fire in the area, further diminishes their armor, and they are looking certainly a fair bit rougher than they did when they woke up this morning. So that's going to swing us back around to the top.
Can I say I went for cover after that, or is that all I can do? Yeah, I'm going
Yeah,
for
no,
cover.
you can totally take cover.
Max said that's stupid.
Yeah, 100%. Pablo, back up to you.
Okay. I am. So I know we said we were wearing matching gear, but do we have our personal weapons still?
Yeah, if you want
Okay.
to use those, or you basically were able to obtain generic equivalents of your weapons. So yes.
Oh, I forgot that mine was a +1, so that technically would have been a 17 if that makes a difference on the roll.
Yeah, no, you were still good.
All right, cool.
Pablo,
tell you
for
what.
you have you have plugs like I do. So keep in mind you'll get +2 to your roll because the gun will have a smart link, not just
Yep.
+1 for it being a.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
For the what is it, like an auto rifle?
There's assault rifles, submachine guns which use the handgun stats, assault rifles which use the shoulder stats, shotguns which will use shoulder arms, and then the pistols all use the handgun stats.
Yeah, and any of
Okay.
them have a smart link on them. So
Yeah, and all of them
All
have
right.
smart links.
yeah.
Okay. In that case, shoot. I don't need to add it to it. I just roll what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Roll what you
roll
got
that
and
what you
add
got,
to
and then
it.
you're going to add that +2 to it from what you've got going on top of everything
Gotcha.
else. So
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
and same
In that
thing,
case-
just like the others, you're at a 15 currently from where you're at.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I'm going with the very heavy pistol and just
Beautiful.
yeah. All right, plus
Yeah.
46. Oh wait, do I roll
the
something
hit
else first?
first?
Roll the D10
okay.
first.
Yeah, roll
Got
the
it,
D10.
And you said it's what skill?
If that, it would be off the handgun skill, right?
Yeah, reflex plus handguns.
Got it. Okay. 18, 16.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Ooh.
So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, that is 16 as well.
Okay, yeah. This
And you
guy,
said +2? You said +2?
well, +2 to that would have been to the hit roll.
Oh, so 18 to the hit roll then.
Yeah. So this guy is looking rough. He's looking really rough. He's taking a lot of damage, so he's looking pretty bloodied. And just so everyone knows too, in Cyberpunk, the DVs vary based upon how far you are from the target and the weapon you're using, right? So like the DV for a sniper rifle at really long range is going to be lower than trying to use a sniper rifle up close on somebody, where it's going to be higher. Whereas for the pistol, it's opposite, right? The closer you are, the lower your DV, the further away, or the higher, right? And so, that guy is looking rough, but the three of them are still up and functional, and it's come around to their turn. So they are going to open fire, and let's see what we get here.
Who are they shooting at? Because this is important to several of us.
Yes. So one of them is firing at you.
Sure.
One of them is going to be firing at our resident nomad.
Mm-hmm.
And the final one is going to be, let's see, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. He is going to go for Mac, actually. So,
Sorry, I'm just so excited.
yeah, let's see what we
So
get here.
Before you roll, myself and the resident nomad both have evasion of 8 or higher. And
Nice.
in Cyberpunk, if you have an evasion of, or not evasion, if you have reflexes of 8 or higher, you get to respond to dodging bullets by not making them have a static DV, but having them have a
You
active
do.
DV. And that
Yes.
active DV is important because that active DV places us as the defender. And in
Yes, it does.
Cyberpunk, if you are the defender, you win. So we get to roll our evasion scores, and they have to beat our number now.
That's right.
rather
So
than-
go ahead and roll your evasion scores.
Not me, I don't have a reflex that high. So I'm just going to get hit. It's fine. Let's do this.
Your target number is 26 for me, sir.
Ooh, okay. Let's see.
Okay, 0 on these is what? That's 10, right?
Explode. Keep
Counts
rolling,
as 10,
sir.
it explodes. So you roll it again
Okay.
and add that to it. Add that to your roll. So
I
it's gonna
also
be 10
did the
plus
same
whatever
thing.
plus your evasion.
Okay, so 17 plus 5 dexterity, so 22 plus
No,
evasion. So 28. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's see.
Mhm.
They both draw beads and open fire. And with the skill precision of trained mercenaries, they
Damn.
both miss.
And now they're going to hit me. What do I do? Do I just get, I just stand there and get hit?
Yeah, so yours is just a static DV.
Okay.
So they'll roll against yours, and let's see what they get.
Let me just pull up my hit points.
He does get a hit against you. So let's see what kind of damage we're talking about.
All right.
It shouldn't be more with this shot than 9,000 points of damage, so it should be fine.
Okay, cool. I have 9,000 hit points.
So
gonna hurt.
18 points of damage.
All right, so how's armor work? And
So your armor is going to, how much armor do you have currently?
11 on my head and 11 on my body. Well, 12 actually, because we got
So they
like,
hit,
those
you
stuff.
got hit in the body. So you're going to subtract that 11 from that
12.
18. So you're going to take
6.
7. Yes.
Because it's 12. We got.
Yeah,
the
oh,
advantage
that's right.
one.
12. That's right. You got the boost. So you're going to take 6.
Okay.
But then your armor is going to now in that location is going to go down by 1.
Okay.
So now you have 11 on the body instead of
Okay. Cool.
yeah.
All right. So I have 34 out of 40 hit points. I'm fine.
Yep. So you're it, and then it will go back to Paul.
Yeah, I will follow up again because yay for extended magazines. I'm gonna last verse same as the first. I'm gonna try for another auto fire on.
Go for it.
I will go ahead and try to drop the dude who's already been shot this turn because one less person in the combat is important.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So what is my DV?
It is going to be a 15 from where you are.
So I rolled an 18, which will only give me a +2 multiplier, or is it plus
Yeah,
one
+2 multiplier. Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Oh, do grenade launchers get multipliers?
multiplier specifically for the auto fire mechanic?
Yeah,
You
it's for the
basically got a bunch
auto
of
fire.
bullets,
Okay.
and it's telling me how many extra bullets I'm putting into a target.
Yeah, you just put a bunch of bullets into somebody. Yeah.
Okay.
I have one because it's 10 bullets per auto fire, if I remember correctly.
Correct. Yeah.
And so I only have 4 rounds of doing this before I have to reload or switch weapons. So I'm just
Right.
burning through
Okay.
ammunition is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
10, 16, 19, 21, so 42.
Yeah, dead. Yeah, with his armor degraded to the point it was, the damage he'd already taken, you drop another one. So
Okay.
he goes down in the dirt. Yeah. So you drop
I will
him.
move not around the edge because I don't want
Okay.
to expose myself to anybody who could be inside the APC, but I'll move to the edge of the APC right now.
Nice. Okay. So you move around. And then it is going to be X again.
X gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I'm
sure-
gonna.
I'm sure you've
So-
heard that joke many times.
Yeah, but I
they
knew you
don't
talking
have
about.
the song for it.
So I'm gonna move up.
Okay.
Close. I'm gonna try to move closer this time to get a better shot.
Okay.
On one of these guys is standing up.
Okay, so you move up a little bit, you're able to find a good vantage, and that will change your DV to a 15.
Lovely. So that's a 16. Oh, I guess a 17 because +1.
That'll hit. So go ahead and roll your damage. Are you using, what type of pistol are you using? Medium, heavy, very heavy?
It's a heavy pistol.
Okay, so 3d6. And actually, you can fire twice with a medium pistol if you want to take a second shot.
It's a heavy. Does that count? It's heavy pistol.
Yeah, heavy
again?
pistol. Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Medium or heavy have a rate of fire of 2, so you can fire 2 shots.
Oh, surely I will then. Should I do the second one now, or should I do the damage for the first one first?
Either way you want to do it.
I do the damage the first
Do
one
the
if you
damage
drop the
if
guy
you drop somebody, but
Yeah.
yeah,
because you technically don't have to pick the same target, which is
Correct.
really awesome.
yes.
Lovely. So that is 7.
Okay. He
7
is
damage.
he is still up, but looking rough because his armor's been whittled away some. So, you want to take that
Yep.
second shot on him? Go ahead and roll.
Another one of them. So that's 18.
That'll hit. So go ahead and roll damage for that.
Oh, that's a way better roll. So that's 15 damage.
Oh yeah, he looks like he is teetering. He's up, but he's looking very, very rough. So that's going to bring up Nick. You're up.
Hey, is the target I shot still up or no?
Yes, he's as a matter of fact, he's the one that's teetering that X just shot. So
Oh, he's having a bad day. Let's make it
Yeah.
worse.
fire away. So go ahead and give me another roll. Again at 15 DV.
These are. Let's see. Make sure that this thing is loaded this time, so I don't have to do math. Where's the whatchamacallit ammo? We had like armor piercing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how do you load this? Armor piercing. Attack. 16 on the nose.
That'll hit it. Go ahead and give me a damage roll, 5d6.
Here. $20.
Oh yeah, he goes down. That will finish him off. So there's one left standing outside the APC, and it goes to Mac.
All right, quick point of order thing. So my incendiary grenade does 2 damage to their HP every round. So
Yeah, they're still cooking. So this guy's still taking damage.
So I just want to make sure you added that in before I shoot him with my grenade.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, it doesn't stack, so I'm just going to use an armor piercing grenade this time.
Okay.
DV 15 because I haven't really moved that much.
Yes, correct.
All right. Part of the dice. Ooh, that's a 10. That explodes.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. That's a 12 plus 12 because of my fanciness.
Easily.
24.
Easily. That hits. And go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
And with that high of a roll, go ahead and we'll see. This is going to be ugly.
All right. So 66 right of armor piercing right
Correct.
to his face.
Yep.
Okay, 4 dice don't count. Which sucks, and both the 4 dice were 6s. Why are you 6s now? Ah, they're 1s. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Not a great roll this time, but
yeah, that actually with the armor piercing and the high roll that you made, that is enough to take him out. So all 4 guys in the back are down. You've got, from what you've been told, that you've got 2 more guys still in the APC. But the 4 that are out here are down.
is there anything else I can do? Like I throw a tear gas grenade in there, or is that all I can do right now?
That's all you can do right now, unless you want to move.
I want to get out. I want to just get out of the kill box. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, sure.
Just not be in their line of fire for a couple of minutes before I shoot a grenade. I can't shoot a grenade at them because they're in the 18.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll figure it out.
You can do that. So it's going to go back to the top of the order. So that's going to go back to you, Pablo. It is quiet around the APC. You know there's 2 more in there, but they have not poked their head out. So the hatch in the back is still open.
Can I make soliloquies or motions outside of initiative?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure some people are not that way.
Yeah,
Because I'm already
cool with that.
on the edge, I'm gonna wait for Pablo to hold as I because I'm gonna take my action this turn to switch weapons because assault rifle inside that confined space is a bad idea.
Right.
But I'm also gonna look at Pablo and be ask him to throw out the drone and surrender. There's no point in getting in there and shooting him up if they're gonna give up the drone and not give up their lives.
Sounds good. I was just gonna smoke him out, but that works.
Yeah.
Slick will he'll kind of get closer to where the hatch is and just kind of tap his pistol against the side of the APC and basically just listen, whatever you're protecting is not worth your life at this point. Just
okay.
Just come on, make it easier on all of us. I got more than enough bullets if you decide otherwise.
Make me a persuasion roll. And I am going to, I'm going to drop the DC on this. So I'm going to say that based on the situation, it's going to be a 12 is going to be your DV on this.
Okay. It's a 16.
Yeah. So there's a tense kind of silence for a moment. Your allies are kind of mopping up the other the drones on the other side are down. Your allies are mopping up the people in the escort vehicles. And there's a tense kind of pause of silence. And then you hear kind of like a whirring sound, like a winch or something like that is running. And you just see this large, almost coffin-like box come sliding out of the back of the APC and thud to the ground. And then almost immediately thereafter, two smaller but still fairly decent-sized crates, boxes also follow it out and thud onto the ground next to it.
All right.
Are we in round still, or can we go to roleplay?
Yeah, I was going to ask that.
You can drop out initiative now.
I want to immediately like get a jamming device on all the stuff to jam all signals.
I actually stopped Matt from doing that beforehand, and I make sure we pull the crates around the side of the APC just in case they decide to get frosty.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
My
absolutely.
concern is to make sure we don't get caught in a firefight. So it's pull the crates around the side,
Well, the
make
crates
it
in the
clear,
coffin.
like,
Yeah.
make it clear
yeah.
we're not getting shot. Then
So
I'll let
as
you
he
know.
so as
You
he's
grab the
grabbing
crates.
crates, I'm gonna like just bear down into the thing like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you see, you can make out in the APC two individuals in there, and they look like they're far more lightly armored than the other people, and they're only armed with sidearms. And you just see them like, like this, like, they're like,
They don't want this smoke.
So yeah, you're able to pull that around. Yeah, they just watched you take out 4 heavily armed mercs. So they're like, oh no,
We didn't
thanks.
just take out 4 of them. We turned them into bolognese sauce.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, you're able to pull those around to the side of the APC where you're out of the area. If you want to try and suppress the signal, first give me a electronics security tech roll.
All right. I have 8 luck. So we're probably getting towards the end of the session. So I'm just gonna burn 2.
Okay, go for it.
Plus 2. I have 6 luck left. Plus 2. So that's 6, that's a plus 18 to this roll.
Okay.
26.
So you are very able to very quickly identify, block the signal, but then also very able to quickly identify the mechanism, and it is a piece of hardware that is the tracking mechanism for the drone.
All right. So can I remove it?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Quickly?
Yeah.
Okay. So I remove it, and did any of our drones survive?
Yes, one of
I hand
them is beat up, but it's still there.
I hand it to the drone and just send it that way,
Okay.
away from us, and
So
into
you
the
set off a
Badlands.
decoy. You're able to do that very quickly. You see that what you have is, of course, you have the main crate, and then you've got these 2 auxiliary crates that are with it.
We might
Are
need those.
the 2? They're still in the APC.
No, they're all out.
No, they're all out. All 3 of them are out.
They gave up the loot. They gave up the chain. They were
Yeah,
not
they-
about.
I mean,
they were not about
but the
this life.
people, are they still in? Are the people still inside the
Yeah,
APC,
they're
or-
still in there. They're still in the back. Pablo was kind of holding
Them
a
hostage.
bead on them, and they're just in there like this, like
We don't want the smoke. We don't want the smoke.
I'm gonna ask them if I'm gonna walk in and say, "Have you already called for backup?"
He said, yeah. He points down to one of the guys. He called as soon as we got hit.
I'm gonna try to. This may not work, but I'm gonna try to convince them to give the all clear that they will stop it.
Give me.
A cool idea.
I am going to say. Give me. Well. So how are you trying to convince them?
You know, right, gun right
We
to the
can
head.
good cop, bad cop. I'm already bad
Are
cop.
you going
Gun.
more? Are you more trying to intimidate them? Are you trying to bribe them?
I'm trying to intimidate them.
Okay.
I'm going to tell them to give the all clear and then wait 5 minutes before calling back again.
Okay.
And
So
I'm
go
putting
ahead
a
and-
gun. I'm putting 2 guns right to both of their heads.
Go ahead and make a persuasion roll.
All right.
I'm gonna help him with that persuasion roll by putting a laser sight on their head.
Yeah, I mean they've got enough firepower on them that the DV is already going to be really low. They're like looking around at all you guys. They're like,
Yeah, I just like little. I just wait.
Like we're all just like this. Just,
yeah.
what's up?
Is that persuasion? You say?
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend 5 luck on this.
Okay, go for it.
Where you at? Persuasion.
It's like terrible idea to say no. That's all I'm saying.
How many ways do we have to explain this to you?
So that is a. Oh, let me see. The app doesn't include the luck I spent on it, right?
No.
No.
I don't think it does.
So you would add that on top.
So that's 20 then total.
He looks like he spends about 1/10 of a second thinking it over, and then he like goes over to the comms and he's all, this is Kilo 1 actual, all clear, false alarm, Kilo 1 actual, all clear.
As you're doing business with.
And
the hostiles were eliminated already.
you actually hear come back over the comms a message that the message basically comes back over the comms that says, Roger that, QRF has been dispatched to Zeta site.
Okay. I would like, so when we're leaving,
Mm-hmm.
because we're presumably packing this stuff up and getting the hell out of here. I would like to leave a just because I'm petty. I'm gonna leave underneath the truck. I'm gonna leave a comm scrambler.
Okay,
Or like to scramble their comms just because I don't trust that they're gonna wait 5 minutes. I wouldn't.
sure.
So I'm just gonna put a comm scrambler just to like make it more annoying for them to do it.
Easily doable. And you also, from looking at the, you guys saw the plans and schematics and everything that you had gotten from Serendipity. So you would have picked up that Zeta site was the site where the guy that had the
Failsafe codes.
fail-safe codes was. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, and I'm just gonna put. Do you need me to roll to scramble their comms or?
No, that's easy enough for you to do. You can just drop it up under there. So you're able to do that. So what are you doing as far as your exit?
Popping smoke and hitting these 2 over the head and walking out.
Okay.
I mean, I
He's
would
putting
hit
up
them over the
a-
head because like concussions are a thing, and I would literally recommend we don't do that. But I will say we should tie them up, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, you can easily do that.
Tie them up, get the stuff in the cars and GTFO.
I would actually before that, if Mac wants to take a quick run, or Mac or Jack Chrome wants to take a quick run and just delete as much footage as they
That's
can.
what I was about to do that.
Yeah, give me a
Because we
give
have
me a-
more time, like we cannot clean scrub this because that's just not going to happen. But deleting the APCs on camera footage and everything is the best call.
Yeah, I was about to suggest that.
Give me a electronic security tech roll. Also, as he's doing that, since you went in and you tied these guys up, you also notice that in the back of the APC, there's a half full weapons rack.
I'll load it up.
Okay.
Like we're loading that up. So like
Yeah.
we'll load up the weapons rack.
So 16 plus 14, so 30.
Oh yeah, you're easily able. Between you and Jack, you're pretty much confident that you were able to scrub any footage of what happened.
I would also, if any of the flying drones had like surveillance equipment and they're like still functional or recoverable or somehow.
They're both down, so you could if you wanted to, you could just pull the
yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
the hard drives from them.
Yeah, I just want to do that with my 34. Okay, my 30.
Easily
you.
done.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you load up the weapons. You're able to load up the crates onto the vehicles, and you are all mounted up. Now, I think you had said you were gonna. Are you gonna stick together? You're gonna split up, head off in different directions. What are you gonna do?
We'll stick together. We'll set rendezvous sites with the nomads as well as the neighborhood to like divvy up / give out loot later. But our goal is going to be to meet our direct goal, probably with Jack and Alley Cat in tow if they're cool with it.
Yeah.
They kind of are complement. I feel at this point in time, there are complementary NPCs that are involved and might want to see the resolution of this.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're from the neighborhood too. So
they're from the neighborhood and install the things. So probably need 7 of us in tow to go meet the drop with Serendipity to do the thing.
Okay.
Yep.
So you roll out. You have a very high confidence that you are not being pursued, that you covered your tracks well enough that they're not going to be able to find you. So you make your way back to the rendezvous point where you are going to meet up with Serendipity. As soon as you arrive, you hear a crackling over your comms, and you hear Serendipity say, "That was most excellent.
Yeah.
You did quite well. It was... I cannot say that I am entertained in the same way as you might be, but it was informative."
It's nice to see people good at their jobs.
And you learn that out of the thousands of towns that you've talked about, that maybe Compton could be a little bit different.
We shall see.
Oh boy.
So, the exchange. I believe if you check your terminals and your interfaces, you will find that I have honored my end of the deal.
Do we have the failsafe codes?
For the drone.
The failsafe codes.
I just want to make sure they're authentic.
Also, did I win that game of NBA Jam?
Oh yeah.
Give me a
You did not.
give me a I'll tell you what, you give me a I'm gonna say a tech roll, and then Matt, give me a electronic security tech roll to check out the failsafe codes.
Got it.
And I'm gonna check.
I'm gonna spend 4 luck.
Yeah, and you give a business to check the transaction with the transfer of the land.
Yeah.
Can I do a
36.
tactics roll?
Sure.
36. 36 for the electronics thing. I spent 4 luck and all that stuff and exploded.
Okay.
18.
You actually did win, but you're 1,000% sure it let you win.
Oh, geez.
Ouch, that hurt.
I also spent my last 3 luck. Just
Okay.
So you don't know how to understand emotions, but you did learn politeness. You're all right, guy. You're all right.
So
When
yes,
he's the old man, I see.
the codes are authentic. You're able to validate the codes. You are able to see that essentially the property that you all requested is essentially in escrow, and that when it comes out of escrow, that it will be, as was agreed, it will be the property of the community essentially, and then it is basically the contract has been left open-ended for you, as you yourselves have all been named, basically for you to decide how you want to divided up amongst the community.
All right.
This is pretty good.
All right. Code or
Uh,
authentic?
It was interesting doing business with you.
Have fun with your new body.
I will try.
I want a rematch once you have hands.
Fair enough.
My
Also, if like you need
It'd be nice on the sticks if you don't have hands.
Also, if you need a tune up on the body, and you know where my shop is, I'm assuming so.
Yes, I will honor our arrangement and send a message before I arrive.
Thank you.
If
You might have called before you come over to someone's house, you know.
yes. Also, I was interested by your dedication to your community, which is, of course, why I chose you for this mission.
Mm-hmm.
I am interested to understand what this means.
Well, Darius can teach you.
I will be in touch.
I want to be real clear. When you say understand, the first step of that is conversation and not experimentation.
Oh, yes. Conversation.
You worry too much. They're coming to play me in NBA Jam again. That's all that matters.
Yes, I see the
You and I can have a
distinction.
long conversation in private about what happens when you are not specific with people like serendipity.
Yeah.
They are inquisitive, and when you're inquisitive without an understanding of ethics, bad things can happen.
I
Everyone
understand.
will be experimented on.
I can see from the data that experimentation on communities like yours has not been good.
Very correct.
You ever seen the movie They Call Him Tyrone?
We don't really take kinds of being treated as lab rats.
No.
But if you want an understanding of ethics and what makes Compton special, you talk to people from Compton.
That, at least, I can understand. I was not pleased by that sensation either.
You have sensations now. Neat.
Yeah.
All right. Your body looks good. Everything looks working okay. We didn't mess it up, so enjoy.
Thank you. I wish you luck with your new property.
Thanks for doing business.
Yes. I have a question for you.
You as like the group, or you as in me individually?
All of you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
What is the most important thing about this place you call home? I suspect you might have different answers.
The people.
The fact that it's still there. I mean, a lot of things get knocked over pretty easily. And we just keep kicking.
The
The
people
home
in
is
the
the culture, and the culture is born from the people. And if the people are removed, the culture dies. But as long as Compton still stands, and Compton still stands, and Compton's over everything.
the people in the community here were here for me when I had less than nothing.
Interesting. And you?
Tiffany, what is your concept of home?
Where I am.
See, that's the key difference, the basis of your question. Home isn't just where you are, it's where you've been, where the people before you have been, and where the people after you will be. It is your past, your present, your future, and the legacy those people leave behind. So when you asked what's special about our place, my statement is that it is home. And that's what makes it important.
We are Compton, and Compton is us.
I believe that a man by the name of James Baldwin said that people are trapped in history, and history is trapped in them.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds all right.
Yeah.
Then I will leave you to your home. And I do not think that you will have to worry about the corporations. They have other concerns now.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
I can imagine.
Good.
As Serendipity is talking, you see kind of a truck open up, the doors open up, and a couple of standard just kind of loader drones move over and pick up the crates and load them into the back of the truck. And then they pile into the back, and that truck just kind of ambles off on its own.
Mm-hmm.
And you are kind of left in this kind of vacant lot area.
Can we get the hell out of here?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all head out. You're able to meet with the nomads and the mercs. They were able to secure some equipment from their part of the assault. That for the nomads makes them happy. You find that they were able to take some parts and pieces that makes them feel fairly compensated. Yes, in their.
I assumed they were getting the leftover trucks that that they gave us as part of the job.
Yeah.
I mean, that's essentially what they took.
Yeah.
And they took some parts and pieces off the vehicles they assaulted.
I make sure to let them know that I'm better than Hound Dog.
They say they'll keep that in mind. And they may
Mac,
I'm not my
return
friend,
forward.
but yeah.
Mac, I think if anyone's going to be repairing their stuff, it's probably going to be me for the foreseeable future, and it's not going to be fun.
But
Okay.
they say when they're operating in this area, they'll keep you in mind. They are able to the mercs, of course, that you got, or the solos that you got, were from old retirees from the neighborhood. So they're just waiting to hear what you guys have to say about the community. As for their part, because they're invested in this as much as the rest of you are. So what do you end up deciding to do with the community property?
So I'm it sounds like we have full blown, like we can do whatever we want with it, escrow, da 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 da.
Yeah, it was basically shuttled into a trust, essentially, and your names are all on the trust.
This is going to sound really weird. To me, this is going to be a thing that I don't think we decide everything at the end of the game, but I more an epilogue type thing, where some of it gets divided up into like different districts, so we can basically make our own community where we can be like, this is for residential, and this is for industry, and this is for commercial, and we get all those things. Like we remake that type of situation. It is not just a one night thing where this is what it's going to be. It's a lot of maps and redistributing and talking to people about it and figuring out where it's going to go.
Okay,
but I think the big announcement the evening is this is all ours again. Like legally, this is all ours. This isn't a matter of they can force us out. This wasn't profitable. There's a bunch of other problems. But legally, we own everything again now, and there is no pressuring us back out. It's
And
time to
so-
rebuild bigger, badder than ever type situation. And my character, who's not a talker, is going to hand the floor over to Dom to make a speech because he's the fixer.
You find
Or
out
the media, or Nick's character because he's the media.
Yeah, you find out as you are kind of going through everything, and the more you dig into it, you're not 100% sure if it's just serendipity, not understanding the concept of home or what, but you find that not only do you have all of the residential area, but also included in that were all of the adjacent industrial buildings that had been shut down.
Nice.
As part of this parcel. It just basically collectively gave you that whole plot that originally had not only been the homes, but also the manufacturing areas as well.
Nice.
So you are able to all set up with the community. You were able to start the process of the community conversation about what you wanted to do with everything. And with that, unless there's anything wants to add, go for it.
I have one thing.
Yeah.
So the guy who killed Hakeem is named Bly, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So a little while later, Bly gets his car fixed, and about a couple miles out, away from any people that can get hurt, a message comes on his car saying this is for Hakeem, and his car blows up.
Good enough. Yeah. You were easily able to take care of business. Yes.
I think just to have a fun, like, cool scene there at the end. I think while quote unquote the audience sees that all happening with Bly, it's just Dom's voice in the background. It's just like, we got our home back. It's ours, and no one can ever take it from us again. Anyone who tries to, well, you saw what we did already.
Yes.
Auntie K's making some ribs. Come on, let's go get some.
Yeah.
But you don't sell it with raisins.
No
Actually, to that point, I'm thinking Will's gonna take his portion of whatever the heck we got. I'm making a bar.
I will say that shortly after that explosion happens, Mac does receive a large crate in the mail, and it's a shipment of raisins. So, does anybody have any other epilogues they want to cap on that?
I get on the radio and I just start talking. This is Darius Rivers, Radio ACAB Compton. And I just had a couple of thoughts. You know, about a week or two ago, we had some problems with some people out of town. And, you know, Compton did what Compton did best. We kicked them out of town. We took back what was ours. But it made me think of what is ownership? And honestly, I couldn't tell you. But I know that we did the paperwork, and the property of Compton belongs to Compton. But we've been living so long that we still would have been here regardless of what any of these suits would have said, and like whatever these young folks are talking about of the business people and whatever. And that don't mean shit to us. It never has, never will. All it does is give us some added protection. But these things can and will happen again. So I took my portion of the money that we got, and I'm putting it back into the town. I'm going to make sure everybody's trained. I'm going to open up schools, and we're going to have education and make sure that nobody from Anacasa or the military complex, whoever, they come into Compton, Compton's putting them down because it's Compton over everything. This has been Darius Rivers signing out.
Nice. So with that, we will bring a close to Burning Obsidian as you all reclaim your home in the neighborhood that you grew up in for the people that you grew up with. So thank you for playing, everybody. It was a fun time. I'm going to go around real quick and just have everybody give us their outros. So I'm going to start with you, Paul.
Sure. I've been Paul, he, him pronouns. I had played Reggie Freeman with this, tried to be a violence capable but not violence advocating individual. And had a great time. Lots of really fun themes in this game. So thank you, Seven. You can find me on Apochromatic. You can also find me on HSC from time to time. Let's see, you'll see me at the end of the month on the 28th running my own game that deals with poverty and maybe some institutionalized issues and ingrained wealth and inequality in a Starfinder setting, because Abadar Corp makes a wonderful villain in that game, especially when you start discussing other things. So that'll be fun for the people I have for that. But also you can catch me almost every Thursday, not this coming Thursday, but almost every Thursday on APOC playing video games with other folks. I don't have a bunch up the pipeline, so we'll see how that goes. Is it cool if I pass, or do you want me to pass it back to you and you can pass it whoever you want to pass?
Yeah, I'll just pass it over to Nick.
Hey, I've been following my blade. Nick Butler, you can find me on Follow My Blade and all the, you heard the intro. But I had a lot of fun today. I played Darius Rivers, and I got to beat an AI at NBA Jam, so I'm happy about that. And, we're going to have a rematch where I can make sure I can beat him for sure. Yeah, I think I just want to say I'm very happy that I got the chance to play with you guys and was able to just lend my voice to help other people. And I think that's important with everything going on in the world right now, that we're able to stick together and take some time to express Black joy and help other people experience that too. So thank you for having me.
Yes. All right. Pablo, what do you got for us?
Hi, Sean. It's Pablo. He, him pronouns. Again, you can find me at St. Pablo on Blue Sky, Chalifet on TikTok. And honestly, for my first run in Cyberpunk, this was fun. This was great. I got to do some Fast and Furious stuff. If we ever come back to this, Slick Will's opening a bar and grill right next door to the Haven. So get your car fixed, get some ribs, maybe do some deals in the back. Who knows?
Nice.
And as I mentioned to the team, but not necessarily on the last stream, as somebody who is from Compton in real life, I appreciate y'all doing my hometown justice. Definitely felt the vibe and everything. I could definitely just see it the whole time. So that was dope. That was really
nice,
dope.
Nice.
I was really trying to channel Ice Cube.
You know what?
I was trying to channel Ice Cube with the attitude. The whole time.
Oh no, you did. You definitely did. Yeah. But yeah, hope to do this again real soon with y'all. This was great. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Great. Slave.
Hi, I am Slay. My pronouns are they, them. I've been playing Jamie McIntyre, your your crazy white boy who likes to blow things up.
For justice.
Yeah, for justice. Yeah.
I hurt people for peace.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna be on Ruin Relic next Saturday for our Star Trek games, our third season, our final season for this campaign. We'll come back with more Star Trek because we love it so much. I'm also gonna be on Tales from the Table a couple times this month, and yeah, that's me.
Nice. X, what do you got for us?
Hello, everybody. Or I guess, what's up? I should say what's up instead, because hello is for the beginning and it's not the beginning. But,
Formalities.
yeah. I'm Xtel. You can catch me at Extra the King on the socials. Pronouns he, him. I played Dom tonight, and I love Dom. I got to play the system more. This is a good time.
Yeah.
But you can catch me on. I'm the social media manager from Tales from the Table Studios. You can catch me on there tomorrow morning / afternoon if you're on the East Coast, for the Celestial Railway Job, which is I forget what the system was called again, but it's like a Blades in the Dark-esque game.
Scum and Villainy.
Scum and Villainy, that's what it's called. Yeah. So you can catch me on that tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific. I'm happy to be here, happy to have been able to lend my voice to help out here. And yeah, just thanks for coming, everybody, and happy Black History Month.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you, everybody. I have been your GM here, Umbral Knight X, over on the Blue Skies. You can find me on there talking about history and social justice issues and all kinds of other fun things. As I'm sure you all picked up on, we dealt with themes of gentrification and other elements. The party dealt with an AI, and of course, we use that term a lot today, AI, but the AI that's around today is not the sentient AI of our fiction. It is just a algorithm that is out there stealing people's stuff. So don't think of AI that we have, that the term that people use today is the AI of the fiction that we see.
Sapient fictions. Yeah.
Yeah, a whole nother animal. And like so many other things being used by capitalism and corporations to ill effect. So just be wary of those things. I too grew up not in Compton, but not too far north of there in South Los Angeles as a kid, way back in the 70s and 80s. Yes, I'm that old. A very different time. So I wanted to pull a little bit of that into this game. And it's rare that we are able to have a table in this day and age with this many Black faces. So it is amazing to be able to do this and to be able to do something for Black History Month, and to be able to have someone who's an ally like Slay join us for something like this. Thank you all for coming out for this. A huge thank you to all of the channels that were involved during this event for Black History Month, trying to raise money for Black Girls Rock. A huge thank you to Transplanar RPG. Please go check Transplanar RPG out if you haven't already. Again, I've been Umbral Knight, he, him pronouns, and I will be on the House of Brews tomorrow doing Wonder Home. You'll find me along with X doing Path of the Fates on some Saturdays. Just check the schedule over at Tales from the Table Studios. I will be doing a Fabula Ultima game that is being run by X and along with Slay later on this month over on Tales for the Table Studios. So keep your eyes open for that. Thank you for joining us for this fun time. And particularly in this moment when we were at a point in history where there are people who are actively trying to erase Black History Month from the map, as they are trying to erase all kinds of other things from the map, like the Gulf of Mexico and all sorts of other things, literally erasing things from the map. As they are erasing science and education, as Rage Against the Machine once said, they don't got to burn the books, they just remove them. So we are in a fight right now to keep them from taking away our history and our voice and our times. So thank you for your support. Don't let them do that. Thank you for any donations that you can give, or just for boosting any of the things going on these channels for Black History Month. Please support where and when you can, even if it's just to lend your voice to these issues, where and when you can. Of course, take care of yourself. Don't strain yourself. It's going to be a long 4 years. But hang in there, and with community we're going to get through it. So power to the people, free Sudan, free the DRC, free Palestine, free all oppressed peoples anywhere in the world. Thank you so much, and peace, everybody.
Boom, 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 boom.